When we last saw the show, April is now engaged.
Yes.
Can you talk about that?
Well, I was really excited when I read it. I mean, especially because they didn't leave it as the answer being a cliffhanger. I was like, okay, good. Everybody can just like take a minute and think about what's going to happen next. So I'm only 5 episodes into season 2, so I don't know everything, but you get to see what happens right after, how Dominic reacts to it. You get to see, how she starts planning it and what this means to be like getting married. And it's just she was as surprised as the audience was. So it's exciting.
Now, is Scott Michael Foster attached to a different project? Should we worry about Leo?
I don't know. I ask that every day.
Can you talk about April's work situation and how she pretty much gave up her job?
She did, and I think that that's a very special element of season 2 because you see all through season 1 she takes so much pride in being a journalist, and a very good one, and she's worked so hard to get where she was, and it sort of defined her as April, and now that she doesn't have that, I think it'll be very interesting to see how she goes about figuring out who she is now.
And April's going to be facing some health challenges again. Is it different this time around with like her mother and her sister?
A lot of things are different this time around. You see how the family, is stressing out when it comes to when the medical bills start piling up, because now that she doesn't have a job, she doesn't have insurance, and she doesn't have, the money to be paying for her treatment. So that's an issue that I think is very relevant, and it's addressed, which I think is well done. And you just see, we left the season with Grandma still dating, so the dynamic is just a little different, and we get to see how things are going there, and what's going on with Brenna, and she meets some new people, and yeah, there's so much going on this season already, and I'm only 5 episodes in.
Well, not directly related to Chasing Life, but you've lent your name to publicizing certain charities, health-related charities. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I'm an ambassador for Stupid Cancer, Stand Up to Cancer, which is like this little guy is Stand Up to Cancer, and this guy is Stand Up to Cancer.
Nice.
And so Stupid Cancer, Stand Up to Cancer, American Cancer Society, and I work closely with Children's Hospital LA. Those are sort of my family of foundations that I work with, and they're all so incredible for different reasons. Stand Up to Cancer is doing crazy research to hopefully find a cure, and they raise an incredible amount of money, and they have so many incredible people on their teams, and it's just such an inspiring organization. And then Children's Hospital is obviously the hospital, which also does research. Same with American Cancer Society, and their fundraising and relays and all of their events are fantastic. And then Stupid Cancer is a little bit different because it doesn't actually raise any money to fund research. They raise money to provide programs and support for people dealing with cancer to help make their lives suck less and to help them get busy living, which I think is really important too. Like, you can go to their website and it's just like, I'm pissed off. And you click it and it's like ways to help you, deal with that. Or, I need a lawyer or a doctor or something. They just have so many resources, and I think that that's really important for people to find, a common ground and people who understand them.
And speaking of being pissed off, can you talk about April being able to like bash in that empty hospital room at the season finale?
That was a tough scene, but I think that it was really representative of how a lot of people feel. I was at an event this weekend called CancerCon by Stupid Cancer, and it was with all survivors, and I heard a story after they showed that clip, and a woman came out to me and said they had to reconfigure her steering wheel because after she was told her news, she had shaken it so hard that she couldn't drive her car home. So they're like, you put it on the screen how all of us feel, and like so many of us wish we had a sledgehammer in that moment because like you just got it, like they wrote it perfectly. It was just such a charged moment, and it's how a lot of people have felt when they've been told, not even just about relapse, just about being sick. And, a lot of people are like, there's nothing we can do. People have heard that, and that sucks too. So, and it's not just about cancer. I feel like, people get really pissed off about a lot of things and want to let it out. So if you can cry with April and that's going to relieve some of what you're doing, then I'm happy to help.
How is Dominic going to react to April's engagement?
I can't tell you, but you'll see.
We'll see? Well, on that note, then, what should people look forward to in season 2? Like, what excites you the most about it?
Seeing what's going to happen with the wedding, I think, is exciting. Also because, like, I'm planning my wedding in real life, so it's like, oh, is that how that's supposed to be done? Okay, noted. And it's just like I'm learning as April's learning, which is cool.
So April definitely has some happy wins this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
And season 1 had a lot of really cool big name guest stars. Can you tease any that we might see in the second year?
So far, I've worked with John Billingsley from True Blood, Amber West from Greek, and Chris Rodriguez from Smash, who was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. And she's, going through chemo, and she's got her real bald head in the show, and she rocks it. And she's just such a strong, inspiring woman. I'm so grateful to be able to work with her.
What was your reaction upon getting this role? I mean, were you intimidated by the subject matter?
At first, I was just happy to book a job. That's what it was, because as an actor, that's what you're hoping for. And so I was so excited, and it wasn't until I saw the pilot and we had been picked up that it hit me that I was going to be sort of the poster child for young adults battling this disease. And so I still feel like, who am I to represent them? I'm not, anybody. And so I hope I can keep doing them justice, and I hope I can keep standing up for them. And I want Chasing Life to go on forever, but even if it doesn't, I'm so proud to have been introduced to these people, and I hope I never let them down.
And do you have any final words about season 2, what people should be excited for?
I think we're about to come out on Netflix, so you can binge watch us if you haven't seen anything or want to watch it again. I won't get mad at you for that. And we'll be premiering, am I allowed to say the month or just late summer?
Just late summer.
Late summer. We're premiering late summer. I don't know when.
Cool.